Then we got this beast on here. It tore up my table over here when when the screws just dug in because the thing's so heavy, and I slid it without thinking. I'd really like to get the filter out of the 930 and put it in here. I think that'd be cool. This is one hell of a radio to work on. It's because it's so damn heavy. I don't think there's any surface mount components in this. It's pretty complicated, so it's not necessarily any easier to repair than certain other radios. But one of the biggest issues with this radio is the way that the technique that they use to solder the boards, and that's almost guaranteed to be a problem on every single one of these that you run across. And I don't know if there's actually a permanent solution, because I think the real issue is they drilled the holes too big where the wires went through, which causes the solder to dimple in and eventually crack. But this board right here is a nightmare, and you need to solder every board connection on the back. Those are header pins or whatever you call them. Some people falsely believe it's the connector when it's actually the header pins that come out of the board. And because of that, we end up with a lot of idiots that have butchered these radios. And so here's an example right here. Some dumbass soldered the pins here directly onto it, and that's not the answer, because the connection is bad on the back of the board. It has nothing to do with where these connectors plug in on the boards on a Kenwood. These connectors are not the problem. It's the back of this control board, this board, and that board. You got to go through. If you wiggle these like this and look at the back of the board, you will see almost every single one of them will suddenly reveal a cold solder joint, a crack. And a lot of times it's enough for the radio to still work. Other times it causes intermittent issues. You got to go through and reflow every single connection on these radios. Now, there's not that many, so you can spend a weekend fixing this radio. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or so on this board here, and then probably just about as many, if not more, on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and I think there's a couple more. So there's at least 33 connections. And then another issue here sometimes is there's a switch in there, and it's on one of the DIN pin plugs. So when the thing pushes in, it turns the switch on or off. It can be bad, and so you have your signal wires over there that will screw up. I haven't really seen any of these go bad. So whoever I got this radio from, they wrote all over everything. In a bunch of places, I've actually removed their writing. I tried to get it off of there. Yeah. Anyway, there's also a date mark on here. I believe that means 1188, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's my serial number, 366431. But anyway, you'll find these stickers in the Kenwoods, which is kind of interesting. You won't find that in a lot of the other radios. So, if you're having problems with this radio, like the PLL unlock and things like that, start here in this area. Wiggle the connector. You're gonna have to pull the board. Wiggle the connector. Look at the back of the board. Okay. These ones here are the worst. Then the other thing is, up in here, there's cold solder joints on some stuff in here too. and then there's issues on the front side of the board. But usually this problem here will resolve it for a little while. Eventually this radio ends up having more problems again and again, and you can spend a lot of time working on these, but they really are nice radios. So I thought I would make a video discussing some of that stuff while I'm in here doing other things. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, and I'll try to do my best to get back to you.